All right, so I got this crazy idea that I am going to post on YouTube for 30 days, and I think I have to do it. I'm going to do it because I need to uh, build this muscle of posting on YouTube and just consistently get better, consistently post on YouTube, and yeah, this is it. Hopefully people watch this. Um, no, I don't want to say that. So I was thinking about how most people have a problem. They have trouble with consistency. And my mind starts to go in a rabbit hole of why people are having trouble being consistent. And the truth is you don't want it bad enough. You don't want it bad enough more than you like to talk about it. You don't want it bad enough more than you love the comfort of doing something else, the comfort of hanging out with your friends, the comfort of drinking, the comfort of binge watching something on TV, the comfort of dead scrolling on your phone, is you are caught in a trap and you don't want it bad enough. How do we start to break the cycle so we can tap into the cycle of consistency, right? I think it starts with having a burning desire for something, having a need. I think that was one of the principles from Think and Grow Rich. Have a burning desire, and I think you really need to dial that in. When it comes to your desire, what it is that you really want, when it comes to your desire and what you really want, you need to sit down and think about what it is that you really want, and ask the questions. The person that you want to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what is it going to take for you to get there? And how is your future self going to be proud of yourself right now? And start to really ignite that desire that is inside of you, because you're lukewarm for your dreams. You're lukewarm you're lukewarm for your dreams, because you get caught up doing these things that you don't want to do and you keep doing it. One thing that you can do to start creating consistency in your life is just trying to create fail-proof systems, fail-proof habits around your day, around the thing that you want to do. So right now I am on this content creation journey with YouTube. All right? So for me, I'm just going to start bringing my recording equipment everywhere, right? I might bring my mics or I might bring my tripod, but now I just need to walk around with it. And why would I want to do that? It's because it's going to force me to want to record some content. It's going to force me to do something about it. I don't want to be carrying around this extra stuff for no reason. And for the longest time, I have been walking around with my mics. There are days where I try to walk around with my little octopus tripod, whatever it's called. I don't know. It's hanging on. It's hanging on the dash right now, and I want to create this system, create my lifestyle around having it be fail proof for me to want to create content and post consistently. If you are someone that wants to go to the gym, you want to create the habit of going to the gym and you can't break it, bring a gym bag with you every day. Every day. Don't have the excuse of, "Oh, I need to go home, I need to go lay down, I need to go do this." No, bring the gym bag with you. Sleep at a reasonable time, set your alarm, wake up, and go to the gym if you're an early person. If you have time on your lunch break, go on your lunch break. If not, go immediately after work, and stop making excuses. We are constantly making excuses and living this lukewarm life, and I don't know about you guys, but personally I'm just done. I'm tired. I'm fed up with mediocrity. I don't want to be the same. I love my life. I don't want to say I'm mediocre, but I feel like I want to do more. I feel like I'm designed to do more. I feel like God has put these visions and these desires in my heart to speak. I don't want, more than ever, I don't want fame for myself. I don't want glory for myself. I don't want money just to have money. I want these things, right? I do want money and I do love public speaking, but I don't want it for the wrong reasons. Now I have this desire in me to just be who I believe God has called all of us to be. God has called us to be light, a light in the world. God has called us to be the salt of the earth. God has called us to be bold and ambassadors of his kingdom, to let his light shine through us. And I want to live in that. I believe it's Colossians where it talks about, to work hard like you're working for God. Don't work hard just to work. That's empty. I don't want to live. I watched my parents live this workaholic life. I watched them work 5, 6, 7 days a week, and they just obsessed about work, and maybe that is where I got my work ethic from. That's where I see it. But I'm dreaming and I'm praying and believing that one day I'm I'm going to be, making money just doing the things that I just naturally love to do, and not just because I'm a slave to work. You know, thankfully now, excuse me, thankfully now I am in a private studio, and I do get that flexibility of creating the schedule that I want. But that came with time. That came with grinding out and trying to book on my schedule. And now just this habit and this routine of um of trying to speak to people, trying to get people in my chair, trying to create content so it attracts more people. I'm in this habit, I'm in this rhythm that is natural. So I'm not stressing clients right now. Thank God. Hopefully that continues. And that is one big reason why I see the beauty in content creation, is because there will always be some sort of content out for me, for people, to for me to build trust with people, right? Maybe you want me to cut your hair. Maybe one day when I start getting into consulting and coaching, you will see this content on me, and maybe hopefully I inspired you. Hopefully I look like a person that you can trust, help mentor you. And that is the space I want to step in. This is the area that I can talk about all day. I'm still on my own personal journey, but I believe mentoring someone who is before me further gives me the accountability that I need to grow. So it's a win-win situation. You're building that relationship with someone, and I'm passing off the things that I do know, and they're keeping me inspired. So it both goes hand in hand. So yeah, I know that's a bit of a rant, but I'm going to be creating videos for the next 30 days. I'm going to build this habit, I'm going to build this muscle, and you're going to watch me slowly grow on YouTube. You're going to watch me start my podcast. You're going to watch me build out this small business network, this business network of people that I'm going to start creating, that will inspire people, that will be a movement of people who want more for their life. Because I believe God has called us to be great. If you are a believer, if you are, if you just believe that life is valuable, and you don't want to sit down wasting it, dead scrolling, wasting it, just watching and consuming. I'm just over being a consumer. I really am. But I don't know, if you share this type of energy with me, then we can be friends. I'd love to cut your hair. I'd love to have a chat with you. If you somehow make it to this far in the video, um, and yeah, man, let's connect. Let's grow together. I believe the deeper you go into wanting to be great and wanting to strive for something more, the world gets smaller, and you start to see the people that are really driven, the people that are really hungry. And how do you blow up on YouTube? How do you blow up on Instagram? How do you just grow? How do you grow? You just stay consistent. You don't quit. One of my favorite things that one of my clients said to me, and he was just kind of saying it jokingly, but he was like, it was about me in the gym. And he was like, "Man, you don't quit, do you?" Excuse me. One of my clients was like, "Man, you don't quit, do you?" And yeah, if there's anything, if there's one of the things that I want to be known for when you know when God takes me up to heaven, I want it to be that man. Remember Vince? Vince didn't quit. Vince really, really tried to be the best version of himself. Vince really loved God. Vince was really a family man. Vince really built something that was beyond him. And I think that is the type of vision that it takes to build something great. Is you can't be building it just for yourself. For the longest time, I would want things, and I would want it just for me. And then when I had that realization that that it was empty, and that was like just kind of vain, and and just, just being about yourself. When you go to these different events, or just social media in general, is just all about me, 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 me. And I don't want my life to be about that. I want my life to be about, I built something good that serves other people, and it continues to serve, the people after them. So hopefully one day we're going to look back at these videos and see that, man, that was dope. What we created. This is going to be my video journal, my journey documented for YouTube and for everyone to see, So, hopefully you made it to the end of this video, and we will catch you tomorrow for the next video of this 30-day YouTube journey. And if you like my videos, if this added any value, please hit a subscribe, hit a like, please leave a comment or feedback, and let's talk, let's connect. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.